Hi YouTube, it is me, it's Jennifer Fortune. So we're just gonna jump right into it. So today we're gonna talk about why you attract users. Let me tell you why you attract users. 5 reasons why you attract users. The first reason why you attract users, from a young age, you were used by whoever raised you, by your elderlies, your parents, whoever raised you. They probably only had you because they needed the child support money, or they lived off the government because of you. Or I know, like back in the day when I was a kid, I don't know if they still do this, it's a thing. They could put, since they were in debt and never got out, never wanted to get out, they could put your name on a bill as you're 5 years old to pay the water bill, the electric bill, any bill, because you didn't have any credit yet. But I don't think you can do that anymore. I've seen a lot of people use their kid's name. Yeah. So from a young age, you was always used, and yeah, your parents used you. Your whoever raised you used you, only had you, never showed you love because they needed something. They needed a support from a man or a woman, or they wanted attention, or they wanted to live through you, or they needed money. Most of the time, it's about money. So from a young age, you was used by your parents or whoever raised you because they needed that financial gain. You know, how some people use the children as a leverage, or that was number one. From a young age, you were used by the ones who raised you, whoever it is. Number 2, anybody, you listen to others and you give them emotional support. So you let them talk, and that makes them feel good by you not judging them. You listen, you let them talk. They feel good because they can trust you to come to you and talk to you about whatever they need to talk about, right? I've been drinking a lot of soda this morning. Yeah, number 2, you listen to them. You let them talk. You make them feel safe because they trust you. You give them a safe space to where they feel like they can actually talk to you. And not only can they talk to you about their problems, you just sit there and you listen and you nod and you're like, I understand. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You listen to them, and people don't get listened to much. A lot of people are not heard. They don't feel like they're being heard. Nobody's listening when they speak. So that's number 2. Number 3, you solve their problems. You say, if there's anything you need, I'll do this for you. I know I have a big problem doing that, and I stopped doing that, and people hate me for it now because that's why I was being used. These users are only there because you're solving their problems. Like, oh my gosh, I know you're a good friend, I know you're listening, I know you're caring, I know you're giving. I'm in debt, I'm in trouble, can you help me? Well, how can I help you? And then they're like, I need money. So you can give them $10, you can fill up the gas tank, you can pay their phone bill, you can give them $1,000. But the thing is, they either manipulated you because they're using you now. They're just using you now because you're solving their problems. You are solving their problems. You're solving their problems, and they need you to solve it because they don't know how to do it. Don't solve nobody's problems. That's why you're being used. Don't pay anybody's bills. Don't solve their problems. Well, I promise you, they're your best friend when you're solving their problems, but then when you stop, then you're the bad guy. You're the bad person. Number 4. We're going to do number 4, okay? You go above and beyond for people, and you never say no. You're the one who they trust. If they need you at 3:30 in the morning and you're sleeping and you even got your kids, They know that they can call you and that you're going to answer and that you're going to go deep in the ghetto and pick them up because they got themselves in that situation. They got themselves in that situation, and they're always having somebody go above and beyond for them, saving them, fixing their problems. And if you're that one, I suggest you stop. They're putting you in a bad situation. They don't care that they're in a bad situation because they always have somebody going above and beyond for them, fixing and doing everything for them. Don't do that. Don't go above and beyond for nobody, because I promise you they're not going to do it for you. They're not. That's why they're always calling you, because you're the strong one. You're the one always going above and beyond. Okay, number 5. You're positive and good energy, and you love to give to them, and you build them up. People love happy, good energy people saying, "Hey, oh my, you did that. That's awesome. You should be proud of yourself." A lot of people will not say that they're proud of you. They act like they don't see your accomplishments. They see that you're sad, and they're happy you're sad, and they're gonna act like they don't know you're sad because they want you to be sad. But good, loving, positive, energetic people are gonna build you up and say, "Hey, I missed you. I love you. What you do today? Oh my God, that's awesome. You should be proud of yourself." People don't say that. You will never hear that from anybody. Nobody. No. And you're building them up. You're building these people up. That's number 5. They love your good energy. They love how you're always, you're just contagious. You're very contagious. You have hot energy. You're very charismatic, however you say it. They love it. They love the energy that you can give to them. But remember, that's number 5. Remember, can these people do for you what you do for them? Seriously. Can you call them when you're in danger? Can you call them when you need money? Can you call them when you need a crying shoulder and you need somebody just to listen to you? You don't want nobody to fix your problems. Sometimes you just need somebody to be there. Sometimes you need somebody to pick you up when you're down. That's why these people, I'm serious. These people, that is why you attract users. You may not even have money like that, but you do what you can. And they don't even appreciate a good friend, a trustworthy person. They don't trust it. They don't trust. These people don't care if you go through something bad. You remember, toxic, selfish people only want what you can give to them. But when the roles are reversed, they're not going to be there for you. You got to remember that. That's why you attract a lot of users. You got to learn to say no. You got to learn to do what you want to do. You got to learn to not answer that phone call. Sometimes it's good to be a listening ear. But if they're always coming to you for the same thing, the same drama, and then you realize it's a pattern, and you're like, this is you in every relationship. It's got to be you. It's got to be you. That's why people use you. That's why people use you. Because from a young age, whoever raised you programmed you to be used. Because they used you and they made you so insecure that you don't feel like you can be a good friend to somebody because nobody's never a good friend to you. You feel like you're not good enough to get your own house, your own car, or you can go to work and do anything good for yourself because you were raised to be used and to never say no. And when I say you do something, you say how high. That's pretty much, that's why you, and then some people can go turn into their users. And some people, like me, can turn the other way and become the helping hand. But I have learned to set very strong, firm boundaries. And I had to learn to say no. You want my pen? You can have it, Miss Gray. Is the flowers smell good? But no. That's why a lot of people use you. Probably because from a young age, you were always used. And your parent didn't raise you to raise you to be a young adult and let you see how the real world is, because most people will use you and abuse you, but then when you need them, they're not there for you. They can't give you any money. They can't do anything for you. And then next thing you know, you're giving them all your good energy, and then they're draining you. And then you have nothing left to give, and then you have to say no. And then those people are going to be nowhere in sight. They're going to be nowhere for you. So just remember that. Remember that. But that's why they're using you. Because you're actually a caring person. And you're scared to say no, or you just never say no. Learn when to say yes. Learn when to say no. Seriously, learn when to say yes, learn when to say no. If they never do it for you, cut them off and say, I've done enough. Like, when are you going to grow up? Stop using people and learn how to do it on your own. So, those are 5 reasons why. Maybe you were used from a young age, and that's all you know, is to be used. Maybe you're very good at listening and giving emotional support. And you solve all their problems. You fix everything. They don't learn anything. You go above and beyond, even when it's detrimental to you, your family, your mental, and everything. You're giving away all your positive, loving, good energy to build them up, but they can't and they won't do it for you. Never give too much and respect your own boundaries. She won't break my pen. She loves all my pens. Never give too much and respect your own boundaries, because they don't know how to do it on their own. And that's because they were never forced to do anything on their own. So make sure you don't let anybody use you. But those are the 5 reasons why they're using you. You too, y'all have a good day. Love y'all. Good night.